Two empires, one battlefield. This is Biz Battle, the arena where world giants collide. Tech, cars, food, finance. We expose the billion-dollar wars shaping our world. Get ready. This is Biz Battle.
Every time you fill your tank or flip a switch, you're part of a global game run by two titans, ExxonMobil and Shell. Together, they're worth nearly $800 billion, shaping the world's energy and economy. Their decisions set prices and control the flow of oil and gas worldwide. ExxonMobil, descended from Rockefeller's empire, built for profit. Shell, the diplomatic Anglo-Dutch powerhouse. Two giants, one prize, control of the world's energy. ExxonMobil and Shell, fighting for the crown. Booyah! Let's rewind. Over a century ago, two visions emerged. In America, John D. Rockefeller built Standard Oil into a monopoly so powerful, the U.S. government broke it up in 1911. One piece became ExxonMobil, relentless, efficient, a purebred American predator. Across the Atlantic, the Samuel brothers launched Shell, shipping kerosene to the Far East. Royal Dutch Petroleum found oil in Sumatra. In 1907, they merged. Royal Dutch Shell was born. From day one, it was a global partnership, British commercial savvy, Dutch engineering. The rivalry was immediate and intense. Early 20th century, a bare-knuckle brawl for oil concessions. ExxonMobil's ancestor, Jersey Standard, muscled across the globe with American financial might. Shell, led by Henry Deterding, the Napoleon of oil, built alliances and supply routes, often outmaneuvering the Americans. This was more than business, it was a clash of empires. ExxonMobil focused on vertical integration, control everything from wellhead to pump. Shell excelled at partnerships and navigating international politics. ExxonMobil built a fortress. Shell built a network. These foundational differences set the stage for a century of conflict. Two distinct corporate cultures, two strategies, one rivalry. Their DNA is competition. The result? A global energy chess match that continues today. Every move, every deal, every innovation, driven by this rivalry. It's not just history, it's the engine of the modern energy world. ExxonMobil and Shell rivals by design. The battle lines were drawn a century ago, and they're still fighting. Let's talk money. ExxonMobil and Shell generate revenues bigger than most countries' GDPs. In a good year, ExxonMobil pulls in over $400 billion. Shell is right there, neck and neck. Every day, they sell millions of barrels of oil and billions of cubic feet of gas. Their balance sheets are fortresses. ExxonMobil is the king of financial discipline. Shell is bolder, using leverage for massive projects. Two different financial philosophies, both aiming for the jackpot. ExxonMobil operates in over 40 countries with stakes in 38,000 oil and gas wells. Shell's reach is even wider. 70-plus countries, 46,000 service stations. Their armies of engineers, traders, and lawyers span the globe. Capital expenditure? $20–30 billion a year each. They pour money into new fields, refineries, and supertankers. But their top priority? Rewarding shareholders. Both are dividend aristocrats, paying out billions for decades. That's their promise. No matter what, the cash keeps flowing. They're cornerstones of pension funds and portfolios worldwide. Their financial power isn't just about size, it's about resilience. When markets crash, they go shopping for bargains. When times are good, they double down. ExxonMobil and Shell financial empires built to last. That's why they're at the top. Where do these titans flex their muscles? The world is their chessboard. ExxonMobil dominates the Americas, king of U.S. shale, especially the Permian Basin, and a major player in Guyana's oil boom. Their Gulf Coast refineries make them an integrated powerhouse. Shell is the master of deep-water and complex gas projects. They pioneered the North Sea and lead in global LNG, controlling the gas trade from Australia to Qatar. ExxonMobil's strength, massive, long-life oil reserves, and a supply chain built for scale and endurance. Shell's edge, a diverse portfolio, heavily weighted toward natural gas and integrated power. ExxonMobil thinks in decades, betting on giant fields. Shell bets on flexibility, shipping gas worldwide and profiting from price differences. ExxonMobil squeezes every drop from oil. Shell builds a complex, interconnected energy system. Oil versus gas. Scale versus flexibility. Two strategies, one goal. Global dominance. Their assets reflect their philosophies. ExxonMobil. Brute force and scale. Shell adaptability and reach. The battle lines are drawn. Here's where it gets interesting. These companies profit from chaos. Geopolitical instability, opportunity, not risk. When oil prices spike, ExxonMobil and Shell cash in. Their global footprint hedges against local risks. They run sophisticated trading floors, tracking tankers, politics, and weather in real time. They can reroute a supertanker mid-voyage to chase the highest price. Cold winter in Europe, Shell's LNG arm profits. Hurricane in Texas, ExxonMobil's unaffected refineries rake it in. Even sanctions can create supply gaps they're ready to fill. They thrive on volatility, turning global events into profit. It's not just about extraction, it's about controlling the flow. Their intelligence and infrastructure let them outmaneuver everyone. They surf the waves of chaos, making uncertainty pay. That's their secret weapon. ExxonMobil and Shell's power goes far beyond oil fields. Their lobbying budgets are massive. They shape policy, regulation, and public opinion worldwide. In every major capital, teams work to secure favorable laws and access to new resources. They help write petroleum laws in developing nations, locking up resources for decades. They fund think tanks, research, and PR campaigns to maintain their social license. Billions spent to project themselves as responsible stewards, while fighting policies that threaten profits. Their deep pockets let them absorb losses, invest in new tech, and outlast competitors. They blur the line between corporate and national interests. This is financial diplomacy at its finest. That's the real power of an $800 billion war chest. You can almost draw lines on a map around their spheres of influence. ExxonMobil's empire, the Americas, built on American power and engineering. They dominate U.S. shale, Guyana, and Brazil, controlling the Western Hemisphere. Shell's empire, global, with mastery over the world's natural gas trade and deepwater projects. They connect to gas-rich regions to energy-hungry markets, taking a cut at every step. ExxonMobil builds a fortress. Shell weaves a global web. Two empires, two strategies, one crown. The game is changing. The green energy transition is the new battlefield. Shell is proactive, pledging net zero emissions by 2050 and investing billions in renewables. They're rebranding as an integrated energy company, using oil profits to fund transformation. ExxonMobil is cautious, betting on oil and gas for decades to come. Their focus reducing emissions from core products, investing in carbon capture and hydrogen. Shell bets on diversification and lower short-term returns for a future in renewables. ExxonMobil bets on decarbonizing oil and gas, promising high returns and technological solutions. It's a clash of visions. Diversification versus decarbonization. Billions are being wagered on who's right. The outcome will shape the future of energy. The stakes, the fate of these companies, and the planet. The rivalry continues, but the weapons have changed. The world is watching. For over a century, ExxonMobil and Shell have shaped the world's energy. Their rivalry has driven innovation, resilience, and global influence. Now the battleground is shifting from oil fields to renewables. Will Shell's green bet pay off, or will ExxonMobil's focus on technology win? The stakes have never been higher. These titans aren't going anywhere. They'll adapt, evolve, and keep fighting for the crown. The game remains the same: control of the world's energy. Booyah!